Alright, so good afternoon from Laredo, Texas. This is actually a recap of 2 trips because now that we're teaming, they're getting done pretty quick, so I don't want to do a video every day. So we did do a trip from Phoenix to Oakland, and then we hauled an empty trailer from Oakland to Sacramento, and then pulled some blue diamond almonds from Sacramento down to Laredo, Texas. So we are at the terminal, the SWFT terminal. It was a pretty good trip overall. I mean, it kind of caught up where I wasn't driving nights anymore, so it's much easier to stay alert when it is daytime. But getting back into California, you got to reduce your speed. The speed limit is 55. Usually recommend to go no higher than 60. So it's kind of a bit of a change compared to most states where you can at least max out 65, 67. And plus the roads in California are just rough. You don't really realize it. I'm from California, and you're in your personal car. Sure, the roads are rough, but until you've got 75,000 pounds under you, you can really tell. And I thought the roads were bad in Mississippi, Louisiana, but I'm pretty sure California's the worst. And I know, I guess we're broke and all that stuff, so whatever. But we did make our way through Oakland. We passed by San Francisco, which is cool, and then, like I said, we hit Sacramento, so we got those 3 main NorCal cities all in one day, which is pretty cool. Seeing all that Oakland graffiti, definitely the most graffiti we've seen in the country so far. One thing, when we did go to pick up our load at Blue Diamond, sometimes the trailers are dirty, and they want you to sweep it, and they're very hygienic and stuff as far as a food product. So we had to sweep the trailer, which is never fun. Especially once you're getting paid miles, you're sweeping for free, but you're doing a lot of stuff for free essentially with this job. Another thing, it was nighttime, and my trainer was sleeping, and I was kind of repositioning myself as I was driving, and kind of lifted my leg up, and I didn't realize I was trying to kind of steady it on something, and I realized I hit the key, because all of a sudden my miles per hour just went zoom, and the engine was off, and I was coasting, and I was like, oh crap. I didn't really know how to handle it, but I just kind of started it back up, turned it back on, and all the gauges went all the way on and all the way off, and then back to where they stabilized at. So there's no worries. I didn't have to pull over or anything. So if you ever kick the key off, don't freak out. I didn't freak out, but I got it handled. Another thing is, coming from Phoenix, I have a buddy who lives in Phoenix. Going to Sacramento, I have a buddy in Sacramento, and it's cool to visit these places where you know people, but with this job, it's not always an option to meet up for lunch or all that stuff. Because even if you have a window, they may not, and you kind of got to work it out ahead of time. It's one of those things. It's a variable factor, but the comforts of friends isn't always available over the road. Other than that, I've been doing these videos and little 5-minute summaries, and hopefully there's something eventful enough to even get on here and talk about. But one thing I have thought's kind of cool is I have had a few people hit me up on Facebook, usually people that are from San Diego that live in my area that are thinking about going or about to go to my school, United Truck Driving School. And so it's pretty cool to be able to answer some questions I used to have, and it's good to have not just a teacher-student relationship, but a student-peer where you can go to and ask some questions. And so now I'm getting to a point where I can just copy-paste some answers from one guy, kind of tweak it for another guy. So that's pretty cool. One thing I did see, I think we were in Texas. No, it was light out. It was probably New Mexico. One of those half houses. They'll take a house, one of the mobile homes, the big ones, and put half on one truck, half on the other. I did see one of those turned over, and my trainer said that usually one's heavier than the other. It has all the plumbing, all the fixtures, the kitchen, all that stuff, and it's usually the lighter one, believe it or not, that rolls over due to wind and all that stuff. So it didn't look too bad, but you never want to roll over for sure. And then lastly, I did stall out, getting off a freeway with a heavy load, 75,000 pounds, getting into first and kind of going up a hill, stalled out. So that's about it for now. Next stop is Calexico, New Mexico.